Good evening, everyone, and welcome to your Pub Quizzle this Tuesday evening with me, your host, Ali B. I hope you have been out enjoying the sunshine. I have, depending on the contrast on your TV. I may look a little rouge on my shoulders tonight, but thankfully it's gone down a little bit today. But I definitely was out there enjoying the sunshine at the weekend. I imagine some people might still be enjoying it, and therefore our numbers tonight are a little bit lower, but I understand that, of course. But for those of you that are here, and of course, those of you that play a little bit later on in the week, later on in the week, welcome. And as always, we have 6 rounds to challenge you tonight. 6 rounds of 15 questions, which means we have 90 questions for you to answer tonight. But of course, as always, you have your joker at the pub quiz, where you are going to be able to double your points on one of the rounds, depending on where you play it. So of course, you need to know what the rounds are this evening to know where to play that joker. So let's have a little look at your rounds tonight. So we have round number 1, religion. Round number 2 is going to be celebrity names. So I'm going to give you the real names of 15 celebrities, and I would like you to tell me what their stage names are or what they are more well known as in the celebrity world. Round number 3, our audio round. Tonight we're going to have a what's being advertised round. So it might be a jingle, it might be a slogan, it might even be an audio logo for a particular brand or product that you're going to hear tonight, and I'd like you to tell me what is being advertised. We'll then have a quick break at the halfway point. When we come back, we'll go through all of the answers to the first half, and when we continue, round 4 will be potluck, as always, just 15 random pieces of trivia in Ali B's brain. Round 5 tonight is a round all about bread. So I don't know about you, but I very much enjoy bread. So this is, 15 bits of trivia all about that great food stuff. And then finally, our picture round tonight is going to be name the sports person. So 15 sportsmen and women, and I just want to know their names. Okay, so they are your rounds. Have a little think where you might like to play your joker to double up. I will endeavour to remind you to declare to the people you're playing with where you want to play your joker. Of course, you can play on your own. You can play with friends in the living room, or maybe even in the garden tonight, or you can still continue to play at distance online if that is how you play the Pub Quizzle. However you want to play is up to you, but let's get cracking with our first round tonight, which is religion. So if you'd like to play your joker on the religion round, now is your chance to do so. And if we have pens and paper at the ready, here is your first question, which is, according to the Old Testament, how many commandments are there? So, according to the Old Testament, how many commandments are there? Cheers, I'm having a martini tonight for a change. Question number 2, in which country did Shintoism originate? In which country did Shintoism originate? Question number 3, followers of which religion keep kosher? Followers of which religion keep kosher? Question number 4, who is the senior bishop and principal leader of the Church of England? So the name of the position and not the name of the person for this, please. Who is the senior bishop and principal leader of the Church of England? Question number 5, who was the Greek goddess of wisdom? Who was the Greek goddess of wisdom? Always useful to have her on your pub quiz team. Moving on to question number 6. In which religion is the lotus flower a symbol of enlightenment? In which religion is the lotus flower a symbol of enlightenment? Number 7. In Islam, what is the period of fasting and prayer called? In Islam, what is the period of fasting and prayer called? Number 8. Which ancient language is most commonly used in Hindu texts? Which ancient language is used most commonly in Hindu texts? Number 9. Mjolnir, I hope I'm pronouncing it correctly, is the name of which Norse god's hammer? So Mjolnir is the name of which Norse god's hammer? And number 10. Which world religion was founded in the Punjab? Which world religion was founded in the Punjab? Moving on to question number 11. What can be described as an absence of belief in the existence of deities? What can be described as an absence of belief in the existence of deities? What do we call that? Am I matching the red slide at the moment? I don't look so red on my screen, but perhaps I'm... Anyway. Number 12. Which 2 words make up the shortest verse in the Bible? John 11:35. Which 2 words make up the shortest verse in the Bible? John 11:35. So a 2-word sentence that is the entirety of that verse. Number 13. Which colour is traditionally associated with Islam? Which colour is traditionally associated with Islam? Number 14. Bob Marley was a follower of which religious movement? Bob Marley was a follower of which religious movement? And number 15, which religion has the most followers around the world? So in total, which religion has the most followers around the world? And that is the end of your first round tonight on religion. So now we come to round number 2, which is celebrity names. Okay, so as I said, I'm going to give you the real name of these 15 celebrities, and I would like you to tell me what their stage name or the name they most commonly go by is. Okay, if you'd like to play your joker on this, now is your time to do so, and we'll get cracking with our first celebrity name, which is number 1, Norma Jean Baker. So whose real name was Norma Jean Baker? Number 2, Harry Webb. Whose real name is Harry Webb? Number 3, Georgios Panayotou. Georgios Panayotou. Whose real name is that? Number 4, Eldrick Woods. Whose real name is Eldrick Woods? Question number 5, Anna May Bullock. Whose real name is Anna May Bullock? Number 6, Reg Dwight. Whose real name is Reg Dwight? Number 7, Marshall Mathers. Whose real name is Marshall Mathers? Number 8, Stephanie Germanotta. Whose real name is Stephanie Germanotta? Number 9, Nicholas Kim Coppola. Whose real name is Nicholas Kim Coppola? Number 10, Archibald Leach. Whose real name is Archibald Leach? Can't imagine why he wanted to change that. It's a fantastic name. Number 11, Maurice Micklewhite. Whose real name was Maurice Micklewhite? Number 12, Farrokh Bulsara. Whose real name was Farrokh Bulsara? Number 13, Carlos Erwin Estevez. Carlos Erwin Estevez. Whose real name was that? Number 14, Marvin Lee Ade. Whose real name is Marvin Lee Ade? And finally, your 15th celebrity real name is Katie Price. Whose real name is Katie Price? And they are your 15. I've had this round on my list for such a long time, and I've ummed and ahed because I wasn't sure whether it was a bit too many curly ones in there. But you'll have to let me know how you got on with the celebrity stage names, or celebrity real names, I should say. Always worth a guess, of course. You may come up trumps. But that brings us to the end of round number 2. And so we come to our audio round tonight. What's being advertised? We did do one like this a long time ago, but we haven't done one for quite a while. We've been focused on the music. So here we go. As a reminder, I'm going to play you maybe a jingle, maybe a slogan, maybe an audio logo. And I would like you to tell me what's being advertised, what the name of the product is. Some modern, some a bit more nostalgic. So hopefully across the generations on the teams tonight, you'll be able to crack this one. I will play them all through up to 15 and then go back and play from the start again. But some of them are really quite short, the clips. So I may play it one more time for you the first time we go through them, just to help. If you'd like to play your joker on this one, now is your chance. Please do declare it, and let's get cracking if we have volumes up on our first track. So please, can you name this product?
I am Alexander, founder of CompareTheMeerkat.com, where we compare meerkats.
Okay, fairly obvious one to start us off, just to get the party started. So that was number one. Okay, here is number two. I'm loving it. Okay, which product has that jingle? Number three. Here we go. Bit of a longer one this time. Here we go. Can you remember what was being advertised with that Phil Collins track? And I'd like you to name the product there, please, not just the brand, if you can. Okay, number four. I'm going to play this twice because it's quite short. Here we go.
I'm a secret lemonade drinker.
All right, we'll just hear that one again.
I'm a secret lemonade drinker.
Can you remember what that slogan was for? Moving on to number five. How about this song? Do you remember? Maybe going back to the 90s, early noughties there on that one. Which product was being advertised? All right, again, a fairly short one here for number six, so listen carefully.
Help you work, rest and play.
Do you remember that? Shall I play it again in case you missed it? Here we go.
Help you work, rest and play.
Not the best quality, that one, I'm afraid, because it's a slightly older clip I had to record, but there we go. Number seven. This is an audio logo. So what was this? Used to be on loads of ads, that one. But what was it for? Okay, moving on now to number 8. How about this? Washing machines live longer with... To just cut off the edge there at the end there. A little bit quieter, that one. So let me play it for you again in case you want to just up your volumes. Here we go. Let's see that one again.
Washing machines live longer with.
Okay, can you finish off that jingle with the name of the product? All right, number 9. Here we go with a section from the ad itself, the monologue here. What is being advertised?
Hello, ladies. Look at your man. Now back to me. Now back at your man. Now back to me. Sadly, he isn't me.
Can you remember what that was advertising? I'll play that one for you again as well, actually, just for a second chance. Here we go.
Hello, ladies. Look at your man. Now back to me. Now back at your man. Now back to me. Sadly, he isn't me.
Number 10. Here's a song. Can you remember what this ad was advertising?
I don't want you to be no slave. I don't want you to work all day. But I want you to be true. And I just want to make love to you.
All right, what ad was that song from? Number 11. How about this song? Or jingle, I should say.
Way down deep in the middle of the Congo, a hippo took an every caught the rover and the mango. He stuck it with the others and he danced a dingy tango. The rhino said, I know, we'll call it.
What will they call it? The name of the product. Moving on to number 12. Here's a song. Can you remember which advert it was from? Do you remember that one? All right, moving on to number 13. How about this song?
I'm so excited, and I just can't hide it. I'm about to lose control, and I think I like it. I'm so excited, and I just can't hide it. No. I know, I want you.
All right. Number 14. How about this one?
Going in, pow, pow. What the?
Fairly recent one, that ad. What's it for? And finally, we come to number 15. On this one, I will accept the brand or the product. Here we go.
Bring it. First time I saw you, you blew my mind. I got this feeling everything was alright. I've never known someone like you, but when I'm with you, everything feels brand new.
Okay, another fairly modern ad there to finish. Okay, so let's go back to the top. As promised, we will hear them all again. I'll come back to you. Hello. All right, let's have another listen to these ad jingle songs and slogans. Here we go with number 1 again.
I am Alexander, founder of CompareTheMeerkat.com, where we compare meerkats.
Number 2.
I'm loving it.
Number 3. Number 4.
I'm a secret lemonade drinker.
Number 5. Number 6.
If you were dressed and play.
Number 7. Number 8.
Washing machines live longer with.
Number 9.
Hello, ladies. Look at your man. Now back to me. Now back at your man. Now back to me. Sadly, he isn't me.
Number 10.
I don't want you to be no slave. I don't want you to work all day. But I want you to be true. And I just want to make love to you.
Number 11.
Way down deep in the middle of the Congo, a hippo token every caught the rover and the mango. He stuck it with the others and he danced a dingy tango. The rhino said, I know, we'll call it.
Number 12. Number 13.
I'm so excited, and I just can't hide it. I'm about to lose control, and I think I like it. I'm so excited, and I just can't hide it. I want you, I want you.
Number 14.
Going in, pow, pow. What the?
And finally, number 15. What is being advertised with this song?
Bring it. First time I saw you, you blew my mind. I got this feeling everything was alright. I've never known someone like you. But when I'm with you, everything feels brand new. New, 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 new. New,
And that brings us to the end of our audio round number 3 complete, and also to the end of the first half of the Quizzle. So we will now have a 5-minute break so you can debate some of those adverts for a little bit longer, and then when we come back we will go through all of the answers together. Make sure you top up your drinks, of course, during that time. I will see you very soon. Welcome back, everyone. I hope you have topped up your drinks, and I hope that you're not still agonising over any of those answers to the first half. Don't worry, we'll go through them all together now. So we jump back to round number 1, which was religion, of course. So question number 1, according to the Old Testament, how many commandments are there? The 10 commandments. Question number 2, in which country did Shintoism originate? In Japan. Number 3, followers of which religion keep kosher? Judaism. Number 4, who is the senior bishop and principal leader of the Church of England? The Archbishop of Canterbury. Number 5, who was the Greek goddess of wisdom? Athena. Number 6, in which religion is the lotus flower a symbol of enlightenment? Buddhism. Number 7, in Islam, what is the period of fasting and prayer called? Ramadan. Number 8, which ancient language is used most commonly in Hindu texts? Sanskrit. Number 9, Mjolnir is the name of which Norse god's hammer? Thor. Thor's hammer. Number 10, which world religion was founded in the Punjab? Sikhism. Number 11, what can be described as an absence of belief in the existence of deities? That is atheism. Number 12, which 2 words make up the shortest verse in the Bible? John 11:35, Jesus wept. Should have a full stop there as well, just a complete sentence in itself. Number 13, which colour is traditionally associated with Islam? Green. Number 14, Bob Marley was a follower of which religious movement? Rastafarianism. And number 15, which religion has the most followers around the world? Christianity. Okay, we move on to round number 2, which is our celebrity names round. So who are all of these celebrities with their real names? So Norma Jean Baker is Marilyn Monroe, or was Marilyn Monroe. Harry Webb, Cliff Richard, Georgios Panayiotou, George Michael. Number 4, Eldrick Woods, Tiger Woods. Number 5, Anna Mae Bullock, Tina Turner. Number 6, Reg Dwight is Elton John. Number 7, Marshall Mathers is Eminem. Number 8, Stephanie Germanotta is Lady Gaga. Number 9, Nicholas Kim Coppola is Nicolas Cage. Number 10, Archibald Leach is Cary Grant. Number 11, Maurice Micklewhite is Michael Caine. Number 12, Farrokh Bulsara was Freddie Mercury. Number 13, Carlos Erwin Estevez is Charlie Sheen. Number 14, Marvin Lee Ade is Meatloaf. And number 15, Katie Price is Jordan. Okay, so we move on to our audio round tonight. We had all the jingles, slogans, and audio logos of different products on the telly in advertisements even. So number 1 was comparethemarket.com. Number 2, McDonald's. Number 3, Dairy Milk. So Cadbury, but specifically it's the Dairy Milk advert there with the gorilla playing the drums to the Phil Collins track. Number 4, I'm a secret lemonade drinker, R. Whites. Number 5 was Levi's. That was the Spaceman advert. Number 6, Mars helps you work, rest and play. Number 7, Intel, or Intel Pentium as well. Anytime there was an Intel product in a computer hardware product, they had to play that little jingle at the end. Number 8, Calgon, washing machines live longer with Calgon. Number 9, Old Spice, the man your man could smell like. Number 10, Diet Coke break, that was the Etta James track there. Number 11, Umbongo, way down deep in the middle of the Congo. Number 12, Guinness. That was the musical track that was on where he was dancing around the Guinness waiting for it to finally be ready. Number 13, Crunchy. I'm so excited. Number 14, KFC. What the cluck? And number 15, that was the Samsung Galaxy, a fairly recent ad. If you've just said Samsung for that one, I will give you the point. Okay, they are all of your answers to the first half. How are you tracking? Hope you're doing okay. There were some maybe there that were a bit frustrating in that ad round at least. I'm sure you're kicking yourself on some of them. But let's keep going. You've got 3 more rounds where you can catch up. So we will recommence with potluck, and then we'll have round number 5, bread, and round number 6, our picture round is name the sports person. So if you haven't played your joker yet, they are still to come. If you want to play your joker now, on round 4, potluck, now is your chance. Please do declare it. We'll get going with the second half of question number 1, which is, what is the English national flower? What is the English national flower? Number 2, who wrote Peter Pan? Who wrote Peter Pan? Number 3, how many feet are there in a yard? How many feet are there in a yard? Number 4, according to the proverb, what does the exception prove? According to the proverb, what does the exception prove? Number 5, what is the most expensive property on a British monopoly board? What is the most expensive property on a British monopoly board? Number 6, which member of the royal family has the title the Princess Royal? Which member of the royal family has the title the Princess Royal? Number 7, which is the youngest city in Europe, as roughly 40% of their population is aged 25 and below? Which is the youngest city in Europe, as roughly 40% of their population is aged 25 and below? Number 8, what does the medical term lacrimation refer to? What does the medical term lacrimation refer to? Number 9, which nut native to Australia is often found in cookies with white chocolate? Which nut native to Australia is often found in cookies with white chocolate? Number 10, what was the name of the lobster in Disney's The Little Mermaid? Sorry, I've realised my error. That should be, what was the name of the crab in Disney's The Little Mermaid? Was he a lobster or was he a crab? The small red crustacean in Disney's The Little Mermaid. What was his name? If anyone wants to tell me if he was a lobster or a crab, I'd appreciate that. Sorry if I've made a mistake there with lobster. I think he was a crab, actually, thinking about it. Someone just hollered from the other room that they believe he was a crab, so we'll go with that. Number 11. In which city would you find the Kremlin? In which city would you find the Kremlin? Number 12. Stratus, cirrus, and cumulus are all names for what? Stratus, cirrus, and cumulus are all names for what? Just to say, do you like the stem on this martini glass? Like a wobbly stem. Number 13. In which US state is the Napa Valley a famous winemaking region? In which US state is the Napa Valley a famous winemaking region? Number 14. Who directed Rear Window? Who directed the film Rear Window? And number 15, which animated film character says, ogres are like onions? Which animated film character says, ogres are like onions? And that brings us to the end of our potluck round tonight. And so we come to our bread round. I was very pleased with this round. I didn't think there'd be enough trivia to make up 15 questions, but there was. So a whole round about bread. So if you'd like to play your joker here, now is your chance for all the bread fans out there. Okay, here we go with question number 1. Which French bread's name means stick, wand, or baton in English? Which French bread's name means stick, wand, or baton in English? Number 2. Which microorganism can be used to make both bread and beer? Which microorganism can be used to make both bread and beer? Number 3. A remarkable or revolutionary innovation may be called the best thing since what? A remarkable or revolutionary innovation may be called the best thing since what? Number 4. George Clooney is currently appearing in an advert for which brand of bread? George Clooney is currently appearing in an advert for which brand of bread? Number 5. Dough and bread are both slang terms for what in English? Dough and bread are both slang terms for what in English? Number 6. According to the old wives' tale, what happens to your hair if you eat the crusts on your bread? According to the old wives' tale, what happens to your hair if you eat the crusts on your bread? Number 7. Traditionally, how many items are in a baker's dozen? Traditionally, how many items are in a baker's dozen? Number 8. Which popular food item was named after John Montague when he asked for his beef to be served between 2 slices of bread? Which popular food item was named after John Montague when he asked for his beef to be served between 2 slices of bread? Number 9. Which English word literally means the one you share bread with? Which English word literally means the one you share bread with? And number 10. The preparation of sourdough begins with a pre-ferment. What is this more commonly known as? The preparation of sourdough begins with a pre-ferment. What is this more commonly known as? Number 11. Which country does pumpernickel come from? Which country does pumpernickel come from? Number 12. What is the French word for bakery? What is the French word for bakery? Number 13. What is the soft inner part of a loaf of bread called? What is the soft inner part of a loaf of bread called? Number 14. Which country does roti come from? Which country does roti come from? And number 15. Which expression in English is used to mean the main economic contributor to a household? Which expression in English is used to mean the main economic contributor to a household? Okie dokie, that brings us to the end of round number 5. There we go, a whole round on bread. For those of you that have been baking a bit of bread over lockdown, I hope that went down okay. Okay, so we come to our final round of the night, name the sports person. We have 15 pictures of sports people from around the world, men and women, and I would like you to just tell me their name. As always, they've been broken down into 3 sets of 5 picks, and you'll have 2 minutes with each set of 5, after which I shall not return. So please do pay attention during those 2 minutes. Okay, so if you've got your joker remaining, this is your last chance to play it. Let me get 2 minutes on the clock. There we go. And if we are all ready, here is your first set of 5 sports people. 30 seconds. Five more seconds. 3, 2, 1. And that brings us to the end of round number 6, our picture round complete, and also, of course, to the end of the Pub Quizzle tonight. So finish debating your answers for the picture round. While you do, let's just have a little look at that ladder of quizzing bragging rights. Remembering to double your score where you played your joker. Where will you fall tonight on that ladder? Will you have leveled up? Will you have fallen back? Perhaps not a fan of ads, who knows? But we will have a look at all of our answers for this evening so you can see how you have got on. All right, so if we jump back to round number 4, our potluck round tonight, let's have a look. Question number 1, what is the English national flower? The rose, the red rose, I guess, but the rose. Number 2, who wrote Peter Pan? J.M. Barrie. Number 3, how many feet are there in a yard? 3. Number 4, according to the proverb, what does the exception prove? The rule. Number 5, what is the most expensive property on a British Monopoly board? Mayfair. Number 6, which member of the royal family has the title the Princess Royal? Princess Anne. Number 7, which is the youngest city in Europe, as roughly 40% of their population is aged 25 and below? Ding, ding, ding. That is your Birmingham answer, or at least it is when everybody's at university. With all the universities in Birmingham, the population of the under 25 skyrockets during term time and makes us the youngest city in Europe. Question number 8, what does the medical term lacrimation refer to? Crying. Number 9, which nut native to Australia is often found in cookies with white chocolate? Macadamia nuts. Number 10, what is the name of the crab in Disney's The Little Mermaid? Sebastian. Number 11, in which city would you find the Kremlin? In Moscow. Number 12, stratus, cirrus and cumulus are all names for what? Clouds. Number 13, in which US state is the Napa Valley a famous winemaking region? California. Number 14, who directed Rear Window? Alfred Hitchcock. And finally, number 15, which animated film character says, ogres are like onions? That is Shrek. Okay, we move on to round number 5, our bread round. So, question 1, which French bread's name means stick, wand, or baton in English? Baguette. Number 2, which microorganism can be used to make both bread and beer? Yeast. Number 3, a remarkable or revolutionary innovation may be called the best thing since sliced bread. Number 4, George Clooney is currently appearing in an advert for which brand of bread? Warburton's. Number 5, dough and bread are both slang terms for what in English? Money. Number 6, according to the old wives' tale, what happens to your hair if you eat the crusts on your bread? It goes curly. Number 7, traditionally how many items are in a baker's dozen? 13. Apparently it could be 14 or 15, but traditionally we say 13 in a baker's dozen. Number 8, which popular food item was named after John Montagu when he asked for his beef to be served between 2 slices of bread? The sandwich. He was the Earl of Sandwich. Number 9, which English word literally means the one you share bread with? Companion. Number 10, the preparation of sourdough begins with a pre-ferment. What is this more commonly known as? The starter. Number 11, which country does pumpernickel come from? Germany. Number 12, what is the French word for bakery? Boulangerie. Number 13, what is the soft inner part of a loaf of bread called? The crumb, the crust and the crumb. Number 14, which country does roti come from? India. And finally, number 15, which expression in English is used to mean the main economic contributor to a household? The breadwinner. Okay, and we come to round number 6, which was our picture round of famous sports people. So, number 1 was Seve Ballesteros. Number 2 was Rafa Nadal. Number 3 was Michael Schumacher. Number 4 was Lionel Messi. Number 5 was Sally Gunnell. Number 6, LeBron James. Number 7, Lewis Hamilton. Number 8, Denise Lewis. Number 9, Ian Thorpe. Number 10, Alex Scott. Number 11, Chris Hoy. Number 12, Eric Cantona. Number 13, Sue Barker. Number 14, Jeremy Guscott. And number 15 was Victoria Pendleton. Okay, they are all of your answers for the Pub Quizzle tonight. How did you get on? Tot up those totals. Let's have another little look at that quizzing bragging rights ladder. How have you got on? Have you leveled up tonight? Let me know. As you know, I love to hear how you've all got on. I love to hear how you found the rounds. Let me know how you found that adverts round, or maybe the celebrity names. I like to know if you've enjoyed the rounds or not. And of course, if you have any requests for rounds, I'm always taking requests for any rounds. If there's anything fun that you think perhaps would make a good Pub Quizzle round, please do let me know. Otherwise, thanks as always for coming along. I will be here next week again, come rain or shine. So see you then. Have a great week. Put sun cream on. Don't be like Ali B. Very silly. I'll see you next week. Thanks, everyone. Bye.